Ken, I got one question for you. You're obviously, riding the crest of a wave at the moment. You've had 2 leg wins. How important is that momentum?
Well, we keep getting asked that. Momentum is a wonderful thing until it's gone, Momentum is very fleeting. It's just one bad start away, especially in these import races. It's something, these legs are so short tomorrow, as you'll see, that you can't really recover. Then you have to hope that somebody makes a mistake, and you look at these boats and people just don't make many mistakes. So maybe Beaker goes around the wrong mark again, but we won't go into that. It's great to talk about momentum because that means you've obviously done something right in the past, but the past is the past, and we have no idea what's going to happen looking forward.
Okay, and Ika, some of your fellow skippers have said you may well be feeling the pressure. Are you feeling the pressure?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, probably I don't know. It's, yeah, we are arriving to the finish of the race, no? So now, as the other said, it's not time for the mistakes. Now we have to sail well. The difference in points are very small, no? So we've been here in 4th. If we are 4th again in this one, everything can change, and we maybe are not leading anymore. No? So yeah, but that's good. Is we spend a lot of time for arriving here. We spent more than 2 years doing that, and was just to be at the end of this race. No? And our goal was to be in the last leg with options to win the race. That was our goal since the first day. Today we are achieving our goal. Still 2 legs to be in the last one. So we're just gonna try to be in this position, no? And be able in the last one to try to win this race. That's our goal since we started this project, and that's what we're gonna try. Then about the pressure, I don't know. Is the people was asking always that, no? When we were in the medal race in the Olympics or things like that. Yeah, for sure. I think the one who say that is not nervous when you're gonna fight for a medal or when you're gonna fight for win an important race for you, it's just lying. For sure you're gonna be nervous, but you're gonna try to do your best, no? And like the others. So that's it. I think it's much more simple than what the people think sometimes. We're not just waiting for this. We're working for this, and we want to be there.
Okay, thank you very much. Is there any more questions? Okay, we have one more here.
Okay, I have 2 more.
Okay.
This, again, from the same people. The questions are, do you have any other interests besides sailing in your life? And if you have kids, those of us who do have kids, would you like them to follow your path and become award-winning or competitive sailors just as you?
Ian, you've got children, as many of the skippers have, but I know your kids are very much into sailing.
I think I have. I haven't seen them very much. Well, as a responsible parent, what I forgot to say earlier, when you're 12 and 13, is you've got to go to school and pass your exams. Okay, that's what I'm supposed to say. Would I like my kids to follow what I do? I want them to do what they're good at and what they want to do, and whatever they choose to do, I hope they do it with as much passion as I've put into sailing, and I'm sure they'll be very successful at it. Of course, maybe if they were lawyers, then they could look after their old man or something when he gets old, a little bit better. But sailing's a fantastic sport. I think that sailing generally keeps you out of trouble in your teens, sort of. It's a clean sport. It's been a vehicle for meeting fantastic friends, making friends all over the world for me, and I would wish that on anybody to have the opportunities that I've had from the sport. Would I force my kids to do that? No, I wouldn't. If I tried to, would I have any success? No, I wouldn't. There's 2 girls; they don't listen to me anyway. So it's a great sport, and any kid who goes into it is going to have a great time. And if, like Pico says, they have a dream and they work hard, then one day they'll probably achieve it.
And in terms of other hobbies, you got your golf clubs out recently?
Actually, I was just discussing that with Ken earlier. We made a sort of pact at the start of the race that we were going to play golf at every stopover together. So far, we've played once in Alicante. And it's his turn to pay for the next round, so we need to play again before the end of the race. But you know, this race has been crazy. The stopovers have been so short. We've had so many logistical challenges. We've hardly had time to draw breath, let alone play golf. As for my kids, what do? They're young girls. They do ballet, they do gymnastics, they do a little bit of sailing, and I'm looking forward in July to going back and actually experiencing some of it.
Okay, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
Any more questions? Okay, well I'm just going to finish with one more for Mike Sanderson. Mike, I think it's fair to say that you're not going to win the VOR Ocean Race this time around. So what I would like to know is if you were a betting man, who right now would your money be on? No pressure.
Oh, well, luckily I'm not a betting man, so no, you can't pick it. There's you know, I think we all said before this race even started that you know, this was going to be an amazing race all the way to Galway, and yeah, I just really believe that. I don't think anyone can pick it, and you know, no one's got more insight into it than we have, and you can't pick it. So you know, Ika has got a margin, and that is helpful. You know, so yeah, I think it really is any of the falls race.
Okay, Mike, thank you very much, and thank you all to our 6 skippers here for taking the time out to be with us this afternoon. Very best of luck in the Port Miami import race tomorrow and leg 7 on Sunday. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for coming. We do have a brief amount of time if anyone would like any particular one-on-one time with any of the sailors. Now is your moment. We don't have a huge amount of time.
I have a couple more questions from my friends in Latvia.
Nice.
And they would like to know what was the first boat that you sailed, first sailing boat, and how did you end up coming to sailing? Was it in your family? Did you?
The first boat I sailed was an Optimist, and I sailed up this. You know, I had my first Optimist when I was 5, so I was pretty young. And yes, my family were into sailing, but not that into racing. So they were more, you know, we used to take the boat cruising and things. But I did my first race when I was 6, and I've been doing it ever since.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And any more advice for the teams?
No, I think the guys really hit the nail on the head there. I think it's, you know, if you really want it badly enough, then you know, don't give up until you've achieved it. I see lots of people get their first opportunity even to be a professional sailor, and then they often sit back on their laurels. I think if you want to be a VOR Ocean sailor, an America's Cup sailor, or Olympic medalist like you know your Ika is, then you know, you've just got to fight and fight and fight until that happens for you.
Do you have your own boat too?
Yeah. Yes.
What kind of boat is that? That's what they want to know.
Yeah, I mean, I sail a foiling moth. I find it very good for my sailing. It's 11 feet long. It's, you know, it's not a big boat. It's not an expensive boat, but it keeps me sharp. It's sailing exaggerated tenfold. So yeah, I go cruising with my family on a powerboat. So yeah, we've got all sorts of things.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Cool. In short words, difference between 2005 to 2006 boats and today.
The difference in the boats isn't that much. The boats have obviously become a lot more reliable on average, and you know, they've got a little bit faster, but you know, you're now talking about small distances. But no, it's more just, you know, reliability. The boats have got better at it. In the 2005-06 race, you know,
it was very successful.
Yeah, we were very successful, but we hit the right end of the rule, and we had a very reliable boat. But you know, we had the preparation, you know, that Telefonica had. We had 2 years before the start season, and so you know, the VOR Ocean Race is about, you know, your boat, your team, and your preparation. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Bye bye.